Check, check. Hey everyone, my name is Cody. This is a game I'm working on called Chronicles of Virtue. It is a tactical RPG where you play as Arya and team she assembles. Live in a world who's just been introduced to magic. Then as you progress through the story, you kind of learn how to harness that magic, but so do other powerful groups. And so today we're going to be working on developing more spell animations. We've kind of been working through those, and here's where we're currently at. We've got fire, light, ice, and lightning, and potentially dark kind of handled. Some of them could use a little bit of work, but they are coming along. So we're gonna work through some of those animations, see what they look like, see if we can get them kind of up to speed. I did do a little optimization on some of this stuff, so you can notice it's going a little bit quicker here, which is great. And so yeah, this is what this looks like. So this is my fire animation currently. Kind of coming along. I think that looks like fire, right? Then we kind of got our holy animation. We'll look at that here in just a moment. Probably a little bit of work we need to do there, but it's looking pretty good as well. And then we can look at our ice animation. This is the latest. I think it's pretty close. I'm not trying to get anything perfect right now. I'm trying to get things kind of in a state where we can start demoing them. But this is ice so far, which looks pretty decent, honestly. I like it. And then we have lightning, which looks something like this. So overall, not bad. None of them are terrible. So we're just gonna kind of be working through these. I'm gonna try here in a moment to start looking at some of these other ones, including here water. I think is a good option. I had some earlier that kind of looked like water, so I might do some water ones. I think we can do some cool stuff with that with what we have today. Potentially, we can look at dark as well real quick. Let's look at dark. It's okay. Needs a little bit of help. Oh wow. No, let's see how it's way off. I'm gonna do dark first. All right, with that, let's go ahead and take a look here. All right. So this is how this works. What I'm guessing is, yeah. So this is, it looks like grass. So the ice, I'm guessing there was something tagged to the ice emitter that did not get separated. We're gonna separate that. Hey, look, Trickster, how's it going? Good to see you. It's gonna be in the particle material. Essentially, we just didn't spawn these in correctly. We gotta get rid of some of the velocities and things. All right, so it's gonna kind of float. Honestly, yeah, something like that's not bad. I wasn't thinking of spinning. I thought it would just kind of spawn. Let's do a couple things real quick. First off, let me set the velocity or the animations to actually go. But yeah, the spinning is not bad actually for this. Interesting. Might leave that. Yeah, let me look at what this looks like with like a one shot on. So they should kind of fade out. Yeah. So I turn that on. Yeah, something like that's actually not too bad. I might get some more of these. And maybe turn off some of the spinning. But yeah, it's honestly pretty good. Let's test this in the world. That's not bad at all. Hope things are going well, Loki Trickster. How's your game coming along? Hey, how's it going, JJ? Good to see you. Cool. Thanks for popping in. Yeah. No, yeah, it's coming along. The earlier Xbot and Ybot from oh, what even is that website called? Mixamo. There you go. From Mixamo. Really, yeah. Oh, interesting. 1 second. Got to figure out where that's coming up. Yeah, the Xbot, Ybot coming a long way since then. Really looking pretty decent. Yeah, still using Mixamo. Every one of these animations practically are Mixamo. I mean, not all of them. The blinking is not Mixamo. Some of the animations are changed a little bit. Like after I pull them in from Mixamo, I have to make a couple of modifications. But for the most part, yeah, Mixamo. So yeah, test out Dark. I haven't tested out Dark yet, but it's coming along pretty good. Here, I'll pull S out and show you Fire if you haven't seen it. I think Fire is my favorite so far, but they're all coming along. I'm trying to get all my magic animations kind of together. So it's a little too much. Probably slow it down, make it smaller. But that's not terrible. I'm gonna be doing some tweaking on that. But Fire's coming along. I think that's looking good. So yeah, using Mixamo for most of the player animations though. These emitters are a little different, obviously. They're just particle emitters. But yeah, now Mixamo is a pretty powerful website. So if you're making any games not using Mixamo, you're definitely using yourself a disservice. If you're not familiar with it, what Mixamo is essentially you can go on to Mixamo and yeah, I can actually show you a little bit here. Mixamo. Let me log in before I share my screen in case something autofills. Let's see here. So yeah, Mixamo is actually an Adobe product, but it's free. Oh man, that's YouTube. Interesting. Let me modify that. There you go. Is it going to show it? Maybe not. All right, let me refresh this real quick. All right, and boom. Okay, so Mixamo is this website. It's actually free. It's made by Adobe. It's not originally made by Adobe. Adobe acquired it. And they left it free. Essentially, you can download all these animations. You can remap the skeletons to your people, right? So if I want one of my characters to do this, I can just download that animation, load them in, remap them, and then whenever you go back over to Godot, you can load them in. I think I actually have a short where I walk through how I do this, but it's pretty straightforward. So essentially, I have all these animations, right? You load them in, you map them. The way I do it is map it to like a general skeleton, just a general person skeleton, and then I end up with all of my animations nice and neat inside these animation players for all my characters. All of these are Mixamo animations, every single one of them. Some of them are slightly modified, but ultimately, yeah, it's a pretty powerful tool. So highly recommend you use Mixamo if you're not. Check it out too if you're just kind of playing around. It's a fun program. And with that, back to after the plug for Mixamo, back here. So it might be spinning a little fast. It's hard to tell here. And then I need to make it a lot smaller because it was huge in the game map. Scales are really hard. So let me scale this down to like half. And let's see if we can run this, see what it looks like. I didn't turn on, it's okay, I think I still can. Yeah, I'll just have to resave it. I didn't turn on one shot, which means whenever I start, anytime I spawn it, it's just gonna run. So I need to turn on one shot here, which is fun. Give that a moment. I should be able to do it while it's running. Godot's actually pretty good about letting you change parameters at runtime for the most part. Sometimes it gets upset, but for the most part, it's pretty good. All right. Cool. So let me just go here behind the scenes and set this. You won't be able to see it, but I'm gonna set this back to one shot, turn the emitter off, save. Okay, should work. Let's see what happens. All right. Let's see what that looks like. Here we go. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I mean, not bad. It's for dark. I think I'm gonna use dark as like my poison, right? Because like I have poison blade and stuff, which really should be I guess, poison the enemy. I think I'm gonna make it a dark. I thought about having just like a poison type, but ultimately I just got to having too many elements. So I think I may make that poison and make that cloud on the weapon instead of black. I'm gonna make it green, or just have poison be like a subtype of dark, right? I mean that does look pretty cool. So it's hard to it's hard to say I want to do that. Yeah, I gotta think through that. I want. That's kind of why I made the when you cast dark or whatever. That's why I made it green. I was thinking I would kind of use that as my poison type, but honestly, it's hard. It's hard. Dark, I guess, really isn't an elemental, but it is the opposite of light. But poison's not, right? So it's tough. It's tough. Anyway, we can think about that one. For now, I'll leave it green. I do like that. So ultimately, then this is our dark effect. I think it looks pretty good. I think it needs to go up a little bit. We'll do like 1 to 1.5. And then I think it works pretty good. Okay, I'll test that here in a second. Let me do one more. Let me make sure I'm not breaking any of these other ones. Yeah. Ultimately looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and do water next. Air would be a good one too. I think for air, I'm going to do some sort of tornado, which should look pretty cool. But water, I think, is going to be very similar to ice, except instead of, so let me go ahead and real quick just update this to be like a little particle of some kind. We're going to make it this right here. Oh, one moment. Sounds like someone was at my window. Hey, Bear Like Lion, how's it going? Hope things are going well. I've seen you've been busy at work, patching your game, keeping up with it. Things are looking good. I haven't tried the new class yet. I need to do that though. We're just kind of working on some particle emitters here. All right, so didn't I just change the texture? Yeah, no, it's a good game. So, yeah, I'm glad you put that together. It's a nice, like, de-stressing, need some time to relax, just want to play a quick thing kind of game. Or, if you really want to go hardcore, you could definitely play it as, hey, I'm gonna go stress out and win all these records. But it's fun. Hey, congrats on your new job. That's cool. Well, hopefully that new job goes well for you. That's super exciting. Hopefully it's something you've been wanting to do, and hopefully it's a good one. I've got to figure out why I'm still outputting lightning. Okay. Maybe that was just broken. Interesting. Why, that's strange. Hey, that's cool. That's awesome. Well, very cool. Congrats on the game. Congrats on the new job. Glad you're able to do that. That's sweet. Very, very cool. Interesting. Okay, so it is... Let's mess with the color, maybe. Well, I don't want to dig in too much, but if you want to share where it's at, I'd be interested. What kind of job you get into? Oh, you know what? I think I know what's going on here. I think it's processing through a animation, and I don't think I have an animation. Actually, I know I don't have an animation on here. Yeah. Cool. That looks pretty nice, actually. I mean, that's not what I'm going for. Hey, nice. That's awesome. Well, congratulations. That's super cool. I wish you best of luck there and hope that goes really well for you. I think I could do something like this. I'm trying to kind of emulate water here. It doesn't need to look that much like wisdom. So I'm gonna change. Oh, did it? Oh, interesting. Is it still crashed? Has it come back? Weird. I did see, yeah, I dropped about 100% of my frames for a little while. So hopefully it's back. Yeah, no, was weird. Nothing changed on my. I mean, I did see that I dropped frames for a little while, so I must have crashed for a little bit. Looks like maybe it's back up. Interesting. Yeah, 1 second. All right, hopefully it's better. I think I'm having some issues. I need to run a hard line. Okay, well, we'll see if that works. Couple things I want to change here. I want to make this look a little more ethereal. That already is add. It's kind of glowing, which is good. Probably add some color variation. I want to make these smaller, I think. I think that's the key here. Yeah, that looks pretty good. All right. Yeah, hopefully that's more stable. I'm not really sure what happened there. Let's see. I'm gonna add some color variation to this, see if that helps with how this looks. Do I already have this color? Let me make sure I'm using the... All right, I need to use that for sure. Let's see here. Okay. All right, that's starting to look a little bit better here, at least a little more interesting. I do like the color ramp. Let's see if I turn this off. Yeah, okay, so let's turn that back on. And basically go from full color. Just want to flip these. Okay, something like this. I think I got a little dark blue. Let me see if I can brighten. Maybe I need to brighten this up. See, it's that other one. I think I'm just adding too much blue here. Definitely need a lighter blue. Let me go up to here and see if I can pull some of the blue down. The blues, well, yeah, the blues, I guess, pretty high. Something like that, I think, looks decent. Let me see if I can change some of the velocities here. Maybe I do like 1.8. I mean, I kind of want it wrapping up. I think what I would do, though, is just take this over here. Oops. And let's go back to it. And I can move it up and over. back. I think I've got to make it a lot smaller though. I think it's huge. Like once it gets in the map. Let me see how small I made my ice one. Because I think I want it similar scale to the ice one. So the ice one is 0.1, 0.1, 0.1, yeah. So yeah, I need to make this a whole lot smaller. And it's going to be where you can't see it because, oh, well, it's tiny up there. Okay. All right. So I got to think of a way to make this, like on the ice, the big issue that we solved was like it didn't look very aggressive. For water, it's not going to look very aggressive. It's water, but I got to think of a way to make it look at least a little bit aggressive. I mean, that definitely looks like water, I think that's pretty decent. I think maybe I just need a whole lot more things. Sound effects too. I mean, I'm sure I can do sound effects and it'll look aggressive by that. Oh yeah, that's a lot of water. Like something like that works. So let's see. So if that was gonna be one shot, it would look something like this. And it maybe lasts a little bit longer. Oh yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Let's test that out. All right, let's see what happens here. All right. Cool. All right, let's see what happens. All right, let's check this out. Sorry about that. Okay, not bad. It didn't really look as aggressive as it looked in this window, right? And it looks just like it has way more. What it might be is the zoom on it. If I zoom closer, you can kind of see. I mean, it looked like water, so that's not too bad. Let me look at what I have set for the what is it called? Distance fade. Okay, I don't have a distance fade on. I think I do want a distance fade. That'll keep the particles from getting too much in the camera. So there's with distance fade on. If I turn that off, let me just actually let me do this. Okay, it's with it on. And with it off, I see no difference. Let's see. Oh, I didn't turn it off. Yeah, okay. So basically the pixels are just huge, or the sprites are just very big. I think that's good. I think it's good on. I don't know if I need more particles. I'm already at 10,000. So it's already a lot of particles. I don't think I want more necessarily. Maybe I need outlines. I don't know. I mean, it looks like water. Maybe with like a sound effect. I feel like it was a little more powerful. All right. Let's try it one more time. We'll just see. I think the thing that is hard with water is making it look aggressive. So let's find out. All right, here we go. All right, it's probably gonna be a pretty short stream today, by the way. But you know, we'll go for as long as we can. All right, let's see. So let me cast water. Let's see what it looks like. Not terrible. I think it needs to start higher. Let's see if I can modify it here. So I think it needs to start higher. Let's see what that looks like. I gotta save this. All right. So let's see. Here we go. I don't actually know if that's starting any higher. Let me look at that one more time. Maybe it needs to like scoot over. I mean, it's not terrible. I could probably fade it a little better. So like on the, let's go ahead and hit run real quick. Oh, it's the ice. Let's go back. Water. All right, so water's going. I could probably fade it in at the top. So let's see. Let me go to the alpha curve. So I think what I would do there is I would add a point. Kind of fade it in like that. Let's see what that looks like. Something like that isn't too bad. All right, let me think about this. Yeah, it's not terrible. Okay, so let me think here. Let's turn up explosiveness. All right, all right. Interestingly, it only ran once. But yeah, something like that could probably help instead of like a... I wonder if that could help the ice one too. Yeah, that's starting to look a little better. What if we up the randomness? I don't know what that does. I wonder what pre-process does. In 600 seconds, I think they're just gonna go. Let me turn up explosiveness on ice. Here's what the ice looks like, which looks pretty good. It's kind of the same color, which may be a problem. Not really sure. Let me turn up explosiveness on this. What if it's 1? Oh, interesting. Okay. So I might do like 0.5 also with this. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay. Yeah, it looks much more like kind of a wave. Okay, I like that. This, I don't think I want explosiveness. It's just kind of lightning, which is fine. Fire? Let's see if I make that more explosive, what that looks like. Interesting. We probably want some explosiveness in there. It's a fire. You can't have fire without being explosive, right? Yeah, I think that looks good. Cool. And how about dark? And if we up the explosiveness, no, I don't think we want that. This looks kind of goofy. Okay, that looks good. Okay, so let's check it. I think it looks pretty good though. It looks much more like a wave, which I think is pretty good. All right. All right, so let's take a look at that. Cool. All right, let's look at it here. I feel like it didn't really save, right? I mean, it's not really looking it's not looking like this. I feel like we're getting the Walmart version of this effect. So why is that? Let me check this. Maybe on the color curve. Maybe what I can do is start with black here. Then what happens if I hit it? Okay, yeah, it kind of looks like it comes out of nowhere now, which is good. I probably want to turn the explosiveness up too. Maybe a little further. I think that's good. What if we made this like 3 seconds? Yeah, I think that looks pretty decent. Okay. I will check. It looks pretty decent in this editor. See how it looks in the real world. What if we do 100,000? I think that's going to be crazy. Yeah, I think we just want to do 10,000. I think 10,000 is probably even a little crazy. But 1,000 looks so empty. I'm very surprised. Okay. Cool, let's try that. See what that looks like. Hoping this looks good. Trying to get all the magic out of the way. Once the magic I think looks decent, then we'll go to something else. I might start cutscenes. Well, I need to do some playing with the AI. The computer really is not smart yet. So I think we need some help there. All right. So let's check water here. All right. It's not bad. Like, it looks like water. I think it's okay for now. It's not perfect. Let me look at ice again now that we've changed some of the explosiveness here. Yeah, it looks okay. Dark. Yeah, it looks pretty decent. Okay. And we'll get fire. Fire looks real good, so I like fire a lot. Oh, interesting. Well, that's a glitch. I'm glad we caught it. Why would that glitch occur? Essentially, okay. Let's check where we're at. I'm gonna leave this open. Let's see where we're at in execution. Interesting one. Okay, I think it's not getting out of. Let's see if I can see what state I'm in. Items. What is that? Casting magic. So I never made it out of casting magic, which makes sense. So I'm stuck in this state. And when does it get stuck in this state? So right now what it's doing is it never emitted attack complete. Okay. So it never emitted attack complete here. Interesting. And that must come from magic, and it must only be if the character's not unconscious. So let's look at that. Is there a, yeah, okay. So I don't actually care here, right? I mean, for confirm attack, if I ever get to that point, all right, let's go ahead and close this out. Let me try that again. I should solve it. I'm guessing I just got here and, oop. Sorry, one moment. Interesting, internal script error. I think we know why that was. Okay, we're in the middle of executing script. Wow, a lot of errors though. Interesting, okay. So let's go ahead and run it and try killing the character with their own spell again. All right. Let's check. All right, let's check here. So let's just cast some spells. Cool. Oops, that's all right. Let's see if I can get them down to pretty low health. Oh man. All right, let's see. That was a little bit laggy for some reason. I'll have to look at that. I've never had that be laggy before. Okay, so let's see. I got a critical. Dang it. All right, it's okay. I can still test it on this other person real quick. Okay. I need to deal like 35 points. That's too much. Way too much. All right, gotta reset. Still getting a feel for how much damage I do here. Okay, so those perfects you see, those are frame perfect hits on there, but it is a little choppy. So it didn't used to be choppy. I did add this weight in here. Wonder why it's running so choppy now. I'll have to mess with that and see if I can optimize it a bit. All right. Let's see. Okay. Gonna try to deal enough damage here. Kill her. Let's see. I need to deal 50 here. I could just start at low health. Okay. That should be how much I need to do. Okay. That should be enough here now. Let's just wait. All right. No, it's still it still froze there. Okay. Well, didn't freeze, but stop progressing. Interesting. Okay. So I do think I am not passing attack complete. I'm doing weapons effects off. And then it's getting stuck here. Okay, let's go to casting magic. Let's see why it's not doing this. Okay, so if current magic dot max priority is 0. Okay, so that's if so I'll actually be going through this right here on attack complete. But why did it not trigger? I guess I could print transitioned, because it should transition with magic fine. Strange. I did do effects off, so I went through effects off, but I knew that because I went through the full cell here. I just should have, when I got the attack complete, it should have transitioned to that, but because they're dead, I guess it didn't. Oh, you know what? It might not be in confirm attack. Yeah, it's probably not in confirm attack. Well, this is why. Okay. The way I do this, the way I have this set, is it sits here and it waits for me to re-enter run. If I die, I never re-enter run. So I simplify this a little bit, and it's costing me a little bit. Okay, that's okay. So I probably can do run or death backwards. I think those are the only real two states right now. Or all right. That should fix it. I'm gonna grab a drink real quick and I'll be right back. All right. So check this out. Now, let's go ahead and cast ice here. Okay, that should do it. See what happens. No, what happened? My time my Godot just broke. Closes. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so here's what happened. I freed that node before I transitioned to here, which I've never had happen before. I mean, I changed very little, right? Interesting. Let's see if I got any outputs here. True. Okay, so I never actually turned off the element, which is known. I think that's all I changed. So that's really interesting. Let me check history, make sure I didn't accidentally change anything else. Set priority length. Did I change something in priority? What did I change in priority? I don't think anything. Okay. I think that's okay. So I cannot see why. I mean, I can comment that out and try it again. I don't know why that would cause a crash. Let me think here. Okay, so let me see when I clear the magic. That'd be in my priority, which is a separate, completely unrelated priority list. Let's see here. Right here. Okay, so on casting magic, attack complete. So it just triggered attack complete too early. Or twice. Could have triggered it twice. Interesting. Why would it trigger it twice? Did it ever say transitioned? No. But it tried checking this, which is good. It's what I wanted to do. So it did get there. It just went there before it cleared. Well, like with there after it cleared. So it cleared it first, and then it went there. Interesting. Wait a second. Hold up. No. Let's go back to that. I think my tiredness is getting to me. It's on casting magic attack complete. What does this link to? Casting magic attack complete. It's the only one. Okay. I see. Very interesting. Okay. So I have a script here. This is what's happening. I have a script here, and what this script does is it will, if my character dies, it removes the spell from the queue because you don't want it anymore, right? So what happened is I died before I triggered. I died before I triggered this other one here. So it did. It cleared it here. I wonder how I can do this better. Maybe on attack start, I should go ahead and clear it. Because I don't think, well, no, I think I do want to clear it at the end of it. I guess if I die, how do I want to do that? I could say, like, if I've already started it, don't pull it. Or actually, you know what? To simplify this, I probably could just in here, I could say if current magic okay. Else also transition. I think that should work. Let's find out. Basically, I'm saying, hey, if current magic exists, check this thing. If it doesn't, don't check it. Just go on. I think that should work. All right. Or I guess I probably should have. It's okay. I will attack her with him. Leave it at that. Okay. That should do it. Ah! Invalid. Okay. Okay, I got the same error. So current magic. Okay, interesting. How can I check if it has been freed? I would think I could say if current magic, but apparently it doesn't like that. I could probably do it down here. Those two functions can talk to each other. How do I want to do this? Essentially what I gotta say is, yeah, if current magic exists, which that should work. That should be if the node exists. Maybe I can look at the docs for node real quick. And see what we got. There might be like I can say maybe it's in the tree. If that node, let me make sure real quick because before I do that, make sure it's a node. I'm fairly sure it is. But let's check. I might do it at the parent here on priority container. Yeah. So magic node. Okay, yeah. So yes. Excuse me. I'm submitting a node here. Okay. So let's go back to node here. Is what? Inside tree? Okay, yes. Am I putting that somewhere though, I guess? When I do this, when I create a node, am I setting a parent to that node? Yes, okay. So I should be able to do if current magic dot is inside tree. That should work. We will find out. Yeah, interesting thing here. I didn't really consider the fact that you could kill yourself with the magic or what happens there, so glad we caught it. Could have been kind of annoying. Oops, sorry for the echo. All right. Here we go. So let's see what happens. Let's do this again. We got this down pretty well. Let's do fire this time. And then I'll have him come and attack her. Okay. That's enough. All right. That should kill her. And it crashed. Same thing. Oops. All right. Oh, man. I just closed Godot. That's okay. We'll reopen it while we think. Okay, so it's crashing there. So essentially, is inside tree is a child, a property of that. And it can't check it. But even checking and saying is the current magic should work. I mean, if it's freed, if it's out of memory, I'm not sure why it's still popping up. Interesting. Gotta think this through. Okay. So a couple things here. I probably just need to pass data whenever I queue it to say, hey, if it's casting right now, right? If you're in casting magic and current magic is here, just don't kill it. Just let it finish. And that's probably easy enough. I already have that data within priority list. So that's probably easy enough to do. So if that's the case, I would get rid of this. I would get rid of this and this. And then down in priority list, I already have which Ready Player Zero. What is Ready Player Zero, I guess, right? So what I could say is, okay, I can add an if here. Basically here, I think I could say if we got victim Okay, so that goes through the entire priority list. And it looks at cast magic. I can say if list item equals ready player 0. I guess I would say if not. That should work. Because then if the current spell being cast, if the current spell being cast is the one that's being identified, skip it. It's going to finish and get cleared anyway. Okay, that should let this finish, that one line. Let's test this out. That one line, though, should let this finish. So the goal here, then, what we'd want to see is that I get my character almost dead, cast a spell on herself, the spell kills her, the game doesn't crash. I think that's where we're at. I think that's okay. I think this should work. I think I was overcomplicating it. We'll find out in just a few seconds here. But ultimately, I think this will be pretty easy to solve, even if this isn't it. I'm trying to think through here what else I could really do to solve it. I mean, there's 100 things I could do to solve it that are probably a lot harder. I could pass the information back and forth regarding what spell is being cast, but it really already should have that info. So let's just see if this works. We'll do fire. Okay, we're gonna go just attack her. Oh, I missed. Great. Okay, that's all right. I think I just have to get one attack on her. Okay, that should be it. It'll be pretty close to damage, but I think it should get it. I should kill her. Okay, that does kill her. Good. And it didn't break, and it looks pretty good. So that did fix it. Fantastic. Except, okay, no, that's okay. I know why that one happened. All right, so that looks pretty good. We'll check it one more time on another spellcaster here. Okay, that looks pretty good. Now let's see, I have 11 health. I will do lightning this time. I'll just go get hit by that. Let's see what happens. Yes, that killed him. So far, it has not locked up. All right, that's fantastic. I think that works. Okay, that looks pretty good. Great. Pretty happy about that. Okay, so that's one bug that we avoided having to hunt down later. Fantastic. I think I got most of the spell emitters I'm gonna work on today. So the things I still have left are just earth and air. The rest of these are there. So just earth and air left. I'll kind of work through those. So that's pretty good. I wanted to kind of work on, so one of the things I have right now is a kind of manual, hey, pause the game until I hit A, just so I can review these animations. What I'd like to do is start thinking about how to instead dynamically time them, right? Instead of you having to hit A. I mean, technically there is a timer as well, but I think that would help here. First, let me find that timer. I don't think it's in the magic. I don't think it's in here. So it must be in magic. Where would that be? Basically, I'm looking for a range from 0. I can probably search it. Control Shift F, range 0 to something. There aren't that many of them. Not in the environment. It's probably in damage. Oh, it's actually in advanced priority. This is it, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so this is it. All right, so basically, instead of this, what I think I want is when the emitter is created, it starts emitting, and when the emitter turns back off, that's when I really want to start transitioning here. Right now it waits 100 frames, and then after those 100 frames it moves on unless I hit A to skip it, essentially. I still want the skip function, right? I think skipping animations is good, or having that option anyway. So with that, let me think about how to do this. Essentially, I have my emitter thing. Let me see what signals I have available here. Finished. Look at that. That is exactly what I want. Okay, so I think that's pretty easy then. So this will get emitted. So I need to connect this to a function on here. Now the tricky thing is going to be I have to dynamically, when I create these nodes, because I create these emitters at runtime, I have to dynamically connect this node or this signal to this function. So function, I'll say emitter complete. It doesn't matter what the emitter is. And basically I'm going to set a flag that is like continue turn or continue advancing. Say that's true. And it'll turn back to false here. So I'll have a variable that is continue advancing equals false, I guess. This will really only come up here. Well, I guess that's all the time. Oh, interesting. We're gonna set it default to true. And when I cast a spell, I'm gonna set it to false. So on here, I need to say if basically, okay, I can't do this. I mean, I could do that and then say if I could just add an or statement, or continue advancing equals true. So that should let me skip that. It's still timed, so it's still kind of press forward if something did happen, but that should work. I do need to set to false when I cast the spell, which should be pretty easy. And actually, I should be able to actually connect this here. When I generate this within the ready function, I can probably have it connect here. So let me think about how to do that. That keeps me from having to. I think that simplifies a lot of my code if I do that. So what that'll look like is, I think I have some stuff over in Magic here that does it. What that'll look like is under ready right here, something like this. Except it will be attack finished, I guess. Oh wait, no, I'm gonna connect mine to a another function. Where did I put that function? Okay, hold up. It's under the priority list, isn't it? It's getting late. Okay, so under priority list here. Not under priority list. Where did I put that function? Let me go back here. Was it in here? Nope. I lost it. Okay, it's here, which is in what, player magic? No, this is for sure a state. Okay, it's the advanced priority state. That makes sense. Okay, so interesting. So I can't have it here. What I probably could do is just have each of these have a script, attached script, and we'll just call it effect node, right? And so when they pop into existence, I will connect player priority / advanced priority. Is player priority right? I mean, is that the right? It is. I wonder why I called that player priority. That's a weird thing to name a state machine. Okay, that's fine. Advanced priority dot. Oh, actually, I want to connect this to. Oh, will that work? which basically I want to connect. Okay, hold up. I think this does work, but dot emitter finished. Okay, and then I want to connect finished dot connect. I think that works. So that'll connect finished. Every time one of these comes up, it'll connect that to emitter finished. To test that out, what I can do here is on the advanced priority script, just set this to false. And basically what that's going to do, it's going to set it to false. It'll end up after the emitter finishes, should advance automatically, but I can still break it by pressing A. So let's test it out. I think I feel pretty good about it. I think I'm like 60% positive it's going to work. I've never connected signals that way, but intuitively it makes sense. The only thing I'm worried is if it doesn't get a good reference on the function that way, like passing through a defined function that way with just like the dot notation. I think it should work though. I feel pretty good about it. I think we'll find out pretty quickly. So we'll find out. And I think what this will allow me to do is every time I spawn those in. Oh, you know what I didn't do? I only linked it to fire, which is okay. I'll just test it with fire, but I will have to link it to the other ones as well, which is fine. I can just add that script to those other nodes. So that's pretty easy. Okay, so ultimately, yeah, right now I'm having to hit an extra button. It's okay, okay, so I'm not gonna hit any buttons here. It should, oh, it broke. Invalid get index emitter finished on, okay, on null instance. So it didn't like this. Did I? Oh, you know what? There's no underscore there. Okay, let's spell check real quick. Advanced priority dot emitter complete. Oh my gosh. What a waste of time. That was all over the place. All right. All right. Let's try this again. Oh man, I lost my my parens. Let's add it back. All right, let's close this out. And let's run it. I wish this was a little bit faster to run, but it's fine. All right, let's see what happens here. Feel pretty good about it. Again, pending spelling issues, I guess. We will see what happens. All right. And then once this is done, I'm probably about ready to end the stream. It's getting late. I will try to stream tomorrow. Tomorrow is my son's birthday, so I'm super excited about that. But we're gonna be we're going to Build-A-Bear. It's exciting. But it should be pretty early, so after they go to bed, I will probably stream for a bit, and then Friday I will probably not stream this week. I may stream on Thursday instead. We'll just have to see what's going on here. I'll keep up to date on my Discord. We'll solve this first though. Don't worry. Okay, so player priority / advanced priority dot emitter complete. Player priority / advance priority. It didn't like that at all. Player priority / advanced priority, which it's possible that just because it's like in a separate scene, even though I am instantiating it. Yeah, it is spelled right. Did I spell emitter differently. No, I copy pasted emitter. Interesting. Emitter complete. Okay, so it might not like that I am addressing functions that way. Let me check the documentation here. Okay. Okay. Interesting. Okay, I mean, I do set that as a child. It should be in the tree. So it should be able to access this, but it's possible that the function just doesn't behave that way. So what I can do is just take this. Take that. I would go this dot. Oh wait, no, I need to do, that'll be the other thing. I need to, okay, so finish dot connect. All right, let me see something. In Cast Magic, that's where I do this at. That's where I create these nodes. Let's see. Spell emitter. Dot emitting. Okay. So what I can do here then is I can say instance dot finished dot connect. Oh, I do need to keep this. That'll be dot, not slash. Okay, that should let me do this here. So it takes my new node, it connects the finish signal on the node to this function. We will see if it likes that function. I'm a little worried connect doesn't work that way. To like actually let you reference functions like that, but we'll find out. What we're mainly looking for is that we're spawning in the emitter. Once the emitter gets there, I'm pretty confident that the connection's made. So let's try. Let us keep script off that nodes, I guess, that node, so it simplifies it a little bit, but we'll see. We will see. All right. Let's see what happens. Nope, it did not like it. Okay, what didn't it like? Invalid index finished on base node 3D. Oh, you know what? That's because it is getting... Okay. I need this. Man. right here. All right, 5th time's a charm here. I just closed Godot. As you're trying to go through, like when you have one crash, the problem is it goes full screen kind of. You go to hit the X, and if it minimizes, you lose your... you close Godot. It's getting late. I might call it a night and try to go through this later. I'm getting pretty tired. We'll try for just a little bit longer here. If I can get Godot to work okay. All right, let's run this. All right, let's see what happens. All right, here we go. Here we go. Look at that. Perfect. Okay, so it automatically advanced when the node was finished emitting particles, the actual like fire particles. That worked absolutely perfectly. I may have it wait like a little tiny bit after. Let's check here. The only problem is I don't know when that advanced. Let's do this. Okay. It did advance a little early, but that's okay. It wasn't that bad. I need to try to see if I can get it to advance when it switches over to the enemy. Let's see. This should do it. Okay. Yeah, it's a little bit early, unfortunately. Okay, so there's a difference here. Let me go back to these emitters. So what Okay. So it says when they've all finished processing, but I think that's when it throws one on. Let's open up documentation here and see what it says. Man, that's my only signal as well. I can probably use emitting, like when this turns off. Well, it's not even when it turns off, because right, that's what finished is, was when emitting turns back off. But there's time. I guess there's a lifetime of these, so I could always wait the lifetime after that does it, which wouldn't be too bad, actually. Yeah, it's not bad. I could do that. I could wait the lifetime. What I would do then is is I would just have an await signal here. Let's go grab one so I don't have to type it by memory. I don't even know if I have very many like just awaits anymore. Let's see if I can find one. I'll just do this. Okay. Alrighty. So let's go here. Which I do need to kind of clean these up. These really should just wait by process frames. Maybe. Let's not worry about that right now. I'll come back to it. There may be a good reason I have it 5/10,000ths. I don't think there is, but you know. We'll come back to it. Okay. So ultimately, this, I'm going to create a timer for a lifetime, and I'm going to pass in lifetime here. So what I would do then is on casting magic. Oh, on finished. Should I do finished here? Yeah, because it doesn't pass the lifetime over. That's not great. That's not great. Well, you know, maybe I'll just have it wait like 3 seconds. That might be too long. We'll see. After the last emitter finished, the longest lifetime is 3 seconds, and plus there is animation going on for 3 seconds, so maybe that wouldn't be too bad. You can always skip it by clicking still, right? Nothing's stopping that. And then I still need to code real quick before I call it. Keep scope creep here. I had to code it when the magic starts to go ahead and, oh, you know what? I wasn't testing that. So this might not even be a problem. Yeah, you know what? I never set this back to false. This might not be a problem at all. Let's just save that and let's test it out one more time. Let's see. See what happens. All right. Okay, I still waited the 3 seconds. Let's close this and reopen it. I honestly think that was a mistake. Let me go ahead and real quick just create a new function that is function magic started. Oh, I can get rid of lifetime here. And then we're going to say continue advancing equals false. Cool. Let's see what happens here. So then I need to link probably a text. Let's see, where do I have? I guess I could have, when I enter this, I could have a new signal that is, well, I have casting already. Where do I start doing casting? Okay, perfect. So I can just link casting to this. Connect to advanced priority. Oh, it's not advanced priority. It is. Is it advanced priority? I might just not have saved it. Let me check. It is advanced priority to magic started, so I just hadn't saved it. Okay. Cool. That should work. So now continue advancing should be true. Oh, I need to set it back to true by default. Now it should be a lot fewer button clicks. Let's see what happens. It's the less visual part of the stream than the, oh, I have a lot of debugs. I wonder what that's about. Let's find out. All right, let's see what happens. Cool. That is much faster here, which is good. Let's see what happens here. It should finish. So I do need the wait timer because it's as soon as it finishes processing. So I essentially just need a wait timer in here for 3 seconds. All right, let's see what that feels like for each spell, and then I'm gonna call it a night. That should be pretty good. And then we just need air and earth, and that'll be all the spells having animations, which is pretty good, at least the start of them. And then I needed to clean up some AI, get the bad guys actually fighting decently, and then I can start creating some cutscenes, and then we'll have basically a demo, and we can start playing it, and we'll see if we can get some good data. All right. Cool. So let's see. I'll just wait. Well, that didn't wait. Interesting. I wonder, I got some debugs here. Let's see what happened. Error signal casting to callable. Okay, magic started. So it just skipped. Okay, so I might not need that. Expected 0 argue. Oh, okay. Called it 2, so I just need placeholder 1, placeholder 2. Man, we'll get there. All right, we'll try again. We're gonna try again without the timer because again, had it messed up. And after this, confident this one's gonna work. After this, gonna call it a night. Let's find out. All right, let's check. Here we go. Cool. Yeah, that looks great. Now, let's try it with another spell. Cool. Yeah, that works pretty good. Okay, let's try with ice. Sweet. I think that works, and we'll try it with light for the kill here. All right. I think that looks pretty good. All right. Gonna go ahead and call it a night. But I'll be back, I think, on probably tomorrow. If not, I'll mention the Discord. So thanks for hanging out, and have a good one. Thanks. We'll raid someone really quick. All right. Let's see. Who can we raid here? Unfortunately, I don't know any of these people. So let's raid. Let's see. All right, somebody I like. I'll raid Raise Fire, who's doing some Mario Karting. Usually I'd raid another programmer, but it's all right. So we'll just give him a quick hey guys, and yeah, we'll talk soon. Thanks so much. Have a great night.